Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom, family. Peace be unto you and have a peaceful Sabbath. How's everybody doing? Last week we talked about developing intimacy with God, making it personal. And James 4:8 said, "Draw near to God and God will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, sinners, purify your hearts, double-minded." And in Greek we explored a little further that the come nigh means to join together, to connect, which is relationship, and also to approach. And if you are caught up in sin, it tells you what to do about it, which is ask for forgiveness. And double-minded means that your heart is divided between God and the world. So choose and ask God to help you to live a life for Him. So today I would like to expand further and just share a personal testimony about intimacy with God. And this happened around early 2000s, something like that. But anyway, I was under severe spiritual warfare attack and struggling in my life. And God said that I needed to spend more time, quality time, still and be still before Him. So I decided to dedicate my lunch break to God. So every day I was working at a college in California in the Valley. So I would go to a little area that had a pond there, and it had a bench beside it. It was a small, just like landscaping pond, just maybe about 8-9 feet long and maybe 4 feet wide. Very small. You could just look and see the whole pond just with your regular vision. And so I would have my lunch there, and then I would try to be still before God. So after several days, I'm antsy. I told you I was diagnosed as hyperactive. But anyway, after several days, I heard a still small voice say, "You don't understand the value of this, do you?" And I said, "No, Lord, forgive me, I don't, but I mean, you're worth the sacrifice." And so the next day I came there as usual, 5 days a week, every day. I ate my lunch and I was quiet, and then I looked over to the right and I suddenly saw a flower growing out of the pond. I mean, this was like 3 feet tall. The stalk was like 2 feet and the flower itself between 4 to 6 inches, and it was absolutely beautiful. I was just captivated. I just stared at it. I mean, I gasped. I used to think that phrase, "take my breath away," was so silly, but it really took my breath away. And then after, seems like a few minutes, I heard a still small voice say, "That's for you." And what came out of my mouth is, "Oh no, God, I don't want to pick that because then nobody else can enjoy it." And again, I heard, "No, it's for you." And so I did pick it, and it took about 10 minutes to walk back to where I worked, the office, and everybody, and I mean everybody that saw that flower, I don't care if they were 20 feet away, they were drawn to it and they were captivated by it. And that was supernatural. I came there every day. You don't see a 3-foot flower, the next day and it hasn't been there. And even when I walked up that day, I'm telling you, that flower was not there. And I put it on my desk and I took it home, but I was in like a dean's general services office, a student services office, and everybody that came through that door was drawn to that flower and said, "Oh, that's so beautiful." I mean, football players, old, young. But God created and gave me that flower. And the way people reacted, the glory of God was on that flower. And by that, the word glory in Greek is doxa. It means to hold transfixed in a gaze, to captivate. It's on anyone or anything when you're you're so caught up. It usually is the glory of God on something. But God can be that personal, family. So last week we talked about 2 things that I had shared that I had tried to increase the intimacy with God. Did anybody try it? I hope you did, or I hope you will. One was asking God if Well, asking God what He thinks about you personally. Ask. Keep asking. Keep asking till you get an answer. It doesn't matter. He hears you the first time, but it's okay to keep asking. And He will answer. And see, that makes it personal. It's no longer general anymore when you hear that. And then the second thing was to practice the presence. And I practiced the presence more this week after the video. And again, the voice of the Holy Spirit became more clear. And family, life is beautiful. As you see this background, it's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful earth that He created for us. But we are headed towards some turbulent times, and we're going to need to know that He knows us and we know Him, and we're in relationship. So family, draw nigh to God and God will draw nigh to you. Sinners, cleanse your hands and purify your hearts, you double-minded. If this video has added value to you, please like and share the video. And remember, those that know their God will do great exploits. Okay, family, enjoy the rest of your Sabbath. Peace out.